prepared for hacks, guys. What is going on? I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different with some of my videos. I want to actually do a, kind of like a road to the top. I've actually never been really too close to the top of the OU ladder, or any ladder for that matter. I've been around probably 17 or 1800 is probably the highest I've ever been, which I guess you could say is close to the top. But I've actually never really been really far at the top, but it's something I want to try and do. This is just a really quick team that I just threw together before this video, but as I do these videos, I want to try and keep this same core going, but I'm going to be making slight differences, obviously, to kind of fit what's going on in OUs. They're also doing a suspect test right now. I'm actually not sure what for, but I should probably look that up. But let's see here. He does have the Landorus, man. Landorus is a bit of an issue, but let's lead off with this. See if we can't get a Defiant boost at the beginning, and that is not what I was hoping for. But we'll stay in. We'll go for knockoff because I am focus sashed. I know that I can live a hit from this thing, so I'm not too worried about the Volt Switch. He's going out into Toph, which is a very bad idea because you just gave me a Defiant boost. Going for knockoff, you're pretty much dead, Lando. So unfortunately, man, your luck is not running too high. We're going to go for Sucker Punch here. He did indeed go for an attacking move, but we're at the low spectrum of the ladder. I don't really think I've laddered on this account really yet, so that's a bit unfortunate. He's going to go out into the Sabertooth now. He's going to go for Sucker Punch. I have no reason not to. It's going to be dealing lots and lots of damage. Volt Switch will be enough to take me out here, but the nice thing about him Volt Switching out is I get to see what he goes out into before I choose my Pokemon, so I get to, kind of make decisions. It's decision making time right now for him, but we will go ahead. And also, this guy started the timer and then he takes forever to make his turn. I hate people that do that, man. It's very annoying. We're going to go out into, we can go out into Latios, or we can go out into Metagross. Venusaur has up to 284. Metagross is up to 262, so he does outspeed me there. So we'll go with the safer play of going out into Latios here. We will go for a Psyshock. If he switches out to Heatran, then we just make the appropriate switch, yada yada. It's not going to be that big of a deal if he does end up switching out. He ends up going out to the Heatran. Good play. Very basic switch there. But what I'm going to do is I want to go out to Zoomerl, but I don't want him to Will-O-Wisp. Man, oh man. Or I could go out to Garchomp as well, because this is not an offensive Garchomp. This is actually more of a kind of like a setup Garchomp. We'll go out to Garchomp. It's not safe at all, but we will go out. He went for Protect, so it ended up being a little bit safer than I had thought. I'm actually going to go for Stealth here because I want to get those up before it gets too late in the battle, and then they don't really do anything, you know what I mean? Stealth Rocks are, more of an early game kind of thing. He actually ended up switching out here into the Oxygen, and now I get to make the free switch out to Zoomerl here. My Zoomerl is Assault Vested. Garchomp is Rocky Helmet. It just gives Garchomp crazy defense statistics here. He's going for the Wish, so I assume that he's going to be passing to the Raikou. I'm going to click that nice and powerful knockoff button, get rid of that Raikou's item, because I don't think I got rid of that before. I think he Volt Switched out. I think that's what had happened here. Yeah, it looked like he did. He ended up going for the Baton Pass, going out into that thing, but going for Baton Pass was not safe, man. So I ended up getting rid of the Raikou quite early. Even though that thing is Choice Specs, he would have to be running like Thunder or something to take out my Azumarill. He goes out into Venusaur here. This is most definitely his Mega. I want to make a switch, but I want to see if he has, the Sleep Powder. Do I need Azumarill? Yeah, I'd like to have Azumarill still. We'll go out into Gengar. I don't really need Gengar as much. He ends up going for the Leech Seed, which kind of okay with. I'm actually kind of okay with that. Just gonna go for, well, yeah, Sludge Wave is the better option. Of course he goes out to Heatran. Of course. So the Heatran is now out. Heatran is getting some health back. He's obviously specially defensive Heatran because he brought it into my Gengar. So that's kind of good news for me. We're going to switch out to our Azumarill here. He ends up getting his Stealth Rocks up, which I'm okay with. I'm going to go for Waterfall. Or should we make a play? We can totally make a play right now. I just realized that I don't have a Spinner or Defogger. Wah. That's why I have Wah. Cannot believe I forgot that. It's a little bit unfortunate. Screw it, man. Goes out of the Venusaur. Go for Waterfall. It's not going to... Actually, these did a decent amount of damage for being resisted. But he's probably going to go for Leech Seed again, so... oh, he ended up going for Giga Drain. Sorry, pal. I'm AV. I got that nice and powerful Assault Vest on. Now he's going to go for Leech Seed here. So what I can do... We'll go out to Metagross. Sure, I'm going to take Stealth Rocks. And he missed the Leech Seed, which ended up being really good for me. We are going to Mega here. We will go for the Headbutt of the Zen. Outspeed him, get the Oko thanks to the Tough Claws boost that we now have. Metagross is a very strong Pokemon. Very good typing as well. I really wish that he still resisted, or I guess was rather neutral against Dark-type moves, but unfortunately that's not the case. We do have Earthquake on our Metagross because I thought that it would be a good option to have, because not a lot of people actually run that. He goes out into the Oxygen over here, the O2. He's going to go for the Zen Headbutt. Not going to kill, definitely not. It is a Vaporeon over there. But the Zen Headbutt did 47%. He's got 48%. I don't know if it was a high roll or not. Looks like it was, but we get the Zen Headbutt flinch, which is good. We're going to go for Meteor Mash. Meteor Mash, oh, he forfeited. Okay, well, we are now up to 1045. So I'm actually going to pause this video real quick. I'm going to throw a Rapid Spinner or a Defogger on this team, and then I will be right back. Alright guys, I am back. Ended up just throwing Excadrill on. I know I have a pretty big weakness to fire types and ground types, but I feel like I have enough resistances to those things where it's not going to be that big of an issue. Again, this guy has a Landorus. He's running he's definitely running Mega Manectric, Choice Band Caesar. Rotom Wash over there, probably specially defensive Mew, and then Heatran. So he's got a little bit more bulk than offense, but that should work out more in our favor than his. So let's lead off with Garchomp in this match. He ends up leading off with the Landorus here. I'm okay with, as long as he's not running HP Ice. That would make me a little upset. Gonna go for the Stealth Rocks, and then we're gonna start Dragon Tailing because, well, actually we might switch because we do have that Intimidate on us. But I kind of want him to go for U-turn. Hey, that's right. Take all the damage. Take all the damage, big guy. That's what happens. That's what happens when you go against, you know, defensive Garchomp. So he went out in the Mew. He's definitely going to be Will-O-Wisping something on this turn, which is a bit unfortunate. I have way too many offensive mons. Way too many physical mons, I should say. So I'm kind of forced to go out in Latios here or something gets burned. Ends up going for the Will-O-Wisp. I'm okay with that. And we're gonna go for Surf because I'm gonna expect him to go out to Heatran. So we're gonna go for the Surf here. We're gonna make a little bit of a ballsy play. He ends up staying with the Mew, so goes for the knockoff. So he got rid of my Choice Specs anyway, which I'm okay with because now I can freely Draco Meteor, which is good. This guy's probably like, why'd you go for Surf, dude? But we get the Draco Meteor off. He ends up going for the Defog. I'm okay with that because I still have my my guy over there, and he's probably going to soft boil this turn because he can, but I'm just going to go for Draco Meteor again because why not? He did indeed go for the soft boiled. I lose my Latios here, but that's okay. I'm going to go out into my bifocals over here. I'm going to go for the knockoff. Let's see if he ends up going out into Landorus. If he does, he's going to be in a bad mood, but he'll probably just stay in and go for Will-O-Wisp. I am running speed, and we are able to take out the Mew, which is great for us. He was running Rocky Helmet Mew. In my opinion, Leftovers is way better on Mew than Rocky Helmet ever will be. But, you know, whatever. 262 up to 309. I don't know what Landorus set he is. He did outspeed my Garchomp, but I'm not running max speed on my Garchomp, so I don't know what set he is. So my safest play is to go for Sucker Punch here. I don't end up KOing, but, you know, since my Sash was broken due to the Rocky Helmet, I really have no choice here. But now I get to go out into my Azumarill. I do have Aqua Jet on this thing. I have no reason not to click Aqua Jet here. It's actually my best position to do so because I don't want his Landorus to be alive. It actually shuts down. It doesn't really shut down, but it's more of an annoyance than anything. But now he'll probably go out into Manectric thinking that he has a free Mega, or he goes out into Heatran. So I'm going to go for Waterfall because I have no reason not to go for Waterfall. But he has Will-O-Wisp on Mew and Heatran. Not sure why. But Waterfall, even with a burn, is doing 40%, so that's good enough for me. Definitely good enough for me. He has Flash Cannon on Heatran. Sorry, buddy, I'm Assault Vest. Not really going to be doing too much. That Waterfall did 46%. I have a feeling Aqua Jet might be able to kill here. That way I wouldn't have to take an extra turn of damage. Ends up going out into the Rotom Wash. I'm okay with. The Aqua Jet does nothing, so thinking he might be more like a defensive Rotom Wash, but we'll go for knockoff. We'll get rid of his leftovers. That will help make it a little bit more reasonable. Oh, he gets the crit with the Volt Switch, of course. I don't know why I didn't turn that on before, but we will turn that on. He ends up going out into the Manectric here. I'm actually Choice Scarfed, but I'm still really freaking slow, dude. How is that even possible? I'm pretty sure that I outspeed him with Excadrill, but we'll have to see. We will have to see. I'm gonna click Earthquake here, and hopefully we do outspeed. I do have a Choice Scarf on. I do. I know that for a fact, but not bad. Not bad, Excadrill. Not bad at all, man. But if I were running the Assault Vest Excadrill set, or even the Leftovers Specially Defensive set, I think I would have been okay there. I'm going to go out to Garchomp, because I don't want to be at -1. He missed his Will-O-Wisp anyway, but I don't want to be at -1. Stealth Rocks really won't be doing anything for me right now, but I'm going to set them up anyway. Because why not? He gets the Will-O-Wisp off. I'm okay with that. I'm going to go for Dragon Tail here. See if I can't switch things out and around to more of my liking. Because this Rotom is the last thing that I actually want to end up dealing with. So if I can kind of make it take some residual damage and that sort of stuff, then that would be bueno. So hopefully, maybe I can get the Fire Blast on the Scizor. Hopefully he doesn't switch to Heatran. If he switches to Heatran, then I have to go out into Excadrill to take it out. But Excadrill actually deals with Rotom and Heatran. Not so much Scizor, but we'll have to see. He probably doesn't know what item my Garchomp is. He's probably trying to figure it out. Of course, he goes out to Heatran. Smart play, though. Smart play on his part. I actually don't lose my Garchomp here, I don't think. Well, I do to burn, but I think I actually... I think I kind of have to go for Dragon Tail again. That way, if he switches out into Rotom thinking that I'm going to Earthquake, okay. It's fine with me. But now we just go out to Excadrill and we click that nice Earthquake button. Because now we are at neutral attack. We're not at -1 anymore due to the Intimidate. Earthquake will take out Heatran. It doesn't have like a balloon or anything like that. So we're free to Earthquake there. He's either going to go out into... He did end up going out into Rotom. I don't know how much this Earthquake does. I don't know the calc off the top of my head. I'm not going to take the time to calc it because it really doesn't matter at this point. Earthquake actually will be enough to take out the Rotom Wash, which is good. Guy obviously doesn't read abilities because Mold Breaker is a thing. But this game is pretty much ours at this point. Yeah, it's a 2-0. It's nothing big and major. But considering the typing, I guess the spread between like special attackers and all that sorts of stuff, we're doing pretty good. He does have Superpower on the Scizor. That will be enough to take out my Excadrill. However, it's going to put him at -1 attack, -1 defense, and Metagross will easily be able to clean up here. I don't even have to Mega, but I'm just going to click Earthquake. Safest move I have. It will definitely kill Scizor, so got to be safe in these situations. So that was a GG. I am up to 1078. We are up to 1078. I think we got time for one more match today, guys. No, I don't want to. I didn't mean to click rematch. I meant to hit main menu. Oh boy, Volcarona. We get to deal with the Volcarona this game, boys. So we're definitely going to want to be leading off with the Garchomp, getting the Stealth Rocks up first turn. He has a Rapid Spinner, I guess, with the big table thing. So we're going to go ahead and set our Stealth Rocks up. Miltank cannot Thunder Wave me, so he can't do all his... Oh, you're going to be taking tons of damage if you want to play that game today, dude. You're going to be taking all sorts of damages today. But I'm going to go for Dragon Tail here. That way, if he decides to switch, I can, flip-flop things around on him. If he wants to stay in, he's going to be taking even more damage, and then he'll take even more damage when he comes in on the Stealth Rocks. He ends up going out into the Behemoth. That's fine with me. I'm Dragon Tailing you out. Get out of here, bruh. Goes back into the Miltank, Well, I guess he doesn't really go out into it. You know, he gets forced out into it. Goes for the milk drink on the milk tank. I'm fine with that because I'm just going to be Dragon Tailing 4 days. And this is exactly what I wanted to see happen. I wanted to see that Volcarona take a lot of damage. I just get to go for Dragon Tail again. Your Giga Drain will not be doing anything to me. I don't even care if I take a burn at this point anymore. He ends up going out into the Altaria. He'll probably Mega here. I don't see any other possible Megas on his team. I cannot Dragon Tail because he will be a Fairy type and he will not be taking any damage from it. So therefore, I have to go for the Earthquake. He ends up going for the Dragon Claw. I do live. He's going to be taking Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet damage. Earthquake is enough to finish the job after that. And that's one of the reasons why I love this Garchomp set very much. I don't think I'm running the right EVs for it, but so far, as of right now, it seems to be working out pretty good. I'm actually going to go for Earthquake to see if I can outspeed him, which I don't, but it doesn't matter because I'm able to live. He takes a ton of damage. Earthquake should be able to finish up the job. We don't have to deal with a Power Up Punch Miltank anymore, which is pretty good. I'm glad that I don't have to deal with that anymore. Ends up going out into the Avalugg. He's going to try and get a Rapid Spin off here. Can't Dragon Tail because then he'll outspeed me and then just get rid of my rocks, and I want those up for the Volcarona. I'm going to Fire Blast here and we shall see what happens. Not enough to kill. He goes for Hail. Okay. So he went for the Hail. The Avalugg is out. That means we can go... There are a couple of different options we have here. We can go out into the Bifocals, so we can go for Iron Head, go out to Metagross, get a Meteor Mash off, and try to do that. We can also go to Excadrill, get an Iron Head off. Excadrill actually has more attack. We'll go out to Metagross, though, because Metagross will end up having more attack, especially once we Mega. Meteor Mash will be doing more damage than Iron Head will, and we have a chance to get a boost as well, and we do get it. That is pretty much GG at that point. Volcarona dies when it switches in. There's no hope for that thing, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. We outspeed the Behemoth, so we don't have to... well, actually, I don't think we'll have to, but we also have Bisharp in the back to deal with that if it, does become an issue. We could just Earthquake, but I kind of want to go for Meteor Mash. So that's what we're going to do. We hit the Meteor Mash. We unfortunately do not get another boost, which kind of sucks because that would have been hilarious. He ends up going out to the Cacturne here. I actually have Ice Punch just for those pesky types, kind of like Cacturne. But this should be an easy 5-0 for the last match of the video. He goes for the Spiky Shield. Sorry, bro, but you're not going to stall me out that long. You're going to die. Even if you Spiky Shield like 3 times in a row, I will still be alive. Your Hail runs out like... Yes. Alright, so that's a good game. I think that put us up to 1100 for the day. So we went up to 1102 for the day, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I plan on doing these pretty often. We should probably do these like every other day because the quicker we get to the top of the ladder, the better. But remember, guys, I'm going to be, I'm going to be perfecting this team over the course of these videos to make it as good as possible for getting to the top of the ladder. I want to try and avoid stall teams as much as possible. You guys know that I'm not really a personal fan of it. I just find it quite boring and boring to watch, boring to play, etc, etc, etc. I want to try and keep it as hyper offensive as possible. But let me know what you guys thought of this video. Let me know if you want to see more, if you don't want to see more, that sort of stuff. And I will definitely take that into account when I go to make another one, if that's what you guys want. But I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like on this video, guys. It would really, really, really be appreciated. And until the next video, guys, which should be tomorrow, may the hacks be with you all. Peace out.